OG's turn to ban. Navi's turn to ban. OG's turn to ban. Navi's turn to ban. OG's turn to pick. Navi's turn to pick.
Omni Knight.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. OG's turn to pick. Navi's turn to pick.
Morphling.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. OG's turn to ban.
Ancient apparition.
Navi's turn to ban. OG's turn to ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Navi's turn to ban. Seconds remaining. OG's turn to ban. Seconds remaining. Navi's turn to ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Navi's turn to pick. OG's turn to pick.
Mars!
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Navi's turn to pick.
Spectre.
OG's turn to pick.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
OG's turn to ban.
Earth Spirit.
Ten seconds remaining.
Navi's turn to ban. OG's turn to ban.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Navi's turn to ban.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
OG's turn to pick. Navi's turn to pick.
Dark Seer.
골드볼 못해! 골드볼 못해! 액션! Normally.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Choose your hero.
You've hit a wall.
Howdy, folks. Yep, thank you very much as we get into game number 2 in this best of 3 series. And joining me is my partner, of course, 1437, joining us for this cast. How are you going? How are you doing, dude? You feeling a little bit more hopeful that now you're going to be able to actually click their buttons this time around? Because OG didn't let them last time. Yeah, I mean, the one thing I am worried about this Lifestealer pick is that they've given the Morphling a BKB, which does seem like it could be a concern, especially when we're looking at, you know, the heroes like the AA, heroes like the Rubik, heroes like the Mars. You know, I feel like if the Morphling is able to get his hands on this Lifestealer's Rage, then it's going to free him up quite a lot in these team fights, worryingly. But that said, V-Tune Lifestealer is just hyper comfort. I mean, he has played this hero more than anybody else, I'm fairly sure, in this patch. He has been absolutely fiending the Lifestealer.
The battle begins.
Oh, that's no good.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I saw where you were going with that. Don't worry. Yeah. So the counter to Omni is Omni himself. Steal his spells if possible. Who are the big Doom targets this game? It's got to be the Omni and the Darkseer, right?
Normally.
Alrighty. Yeah. I mean, it's early game when you hit that level 6, you just kind of rotate with the Doom, drop it on whoever you can just finish off. Then later on in the team fights, you need to be a bit more selective about your targets on Iceberg. But obviously proving that, you know, he didn't see this Omni Knight as a big counter to him, even though it felt like that from us watching the game. But the gut feeling of Iceberg was that, no, I can still play this hero. I'm still comfortable to try and play into this Omni. Very interesting. Meanwhile, Motel, maybe it's some trouble. It's just a little poking. A gentle few pokes from General, keeping him awake.
Fear nothing.
Yeah, you just can't strength more.
Dogs.
Yeah, I mean, I guess on the flip side, like, you know, you're just such a mobile hero that it's very hard to actually finish him or catch him even with the Ice Blast unless you're right in his face or there's some lockdown to start things off, which is obviously going to give you the warning you need to start popping that strength Jeff. I think it's very difficult just to land a naked Ice Blast onto a Morphling without the setup, and then once that setup comes in, he's just going to start morphing strengths. He knows what's going to happen. So maybe that's what makes it easier, or maybe it's just, you know, as I said before, a lot of this time it does just come down to gut reads. You know, you say Topston, hey Topston, do you mind playing Morphling into Ancient Apparition? He's like, yeah, sure, no problems. I'm fine with that. Oh, okay then. Guy's played more enough Morphling to know what it's good and bad against.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Yep. Again, those scary crits. I swear he just keeps dropping Thompson so low with the occasional crit. But, you know, Thompson's always ready. He's not leaving himself in one-shot range, of course. Iceberg actually getting very low as he kind of trades hits with the Morphling here. But, of course, Morphling is going to have to more strength, and that's going to reduce his damage in the lane, which gives Iceberg a decent advantage when it comes to us hitting. Oh, my goodness, he's getting very low. You always want to fly. Sep's going to be able to run him down. The very fire comes out, but it doesn't make a difference. Sep will draw first blood. Meanwhile, Saxa could be in some trouble to V-Tune here. V-Tune trying to finish the job, but these Iron Shells actually doing a decent amount of damage to the Lifestealer as well. They're going to roll into him. They want to try and finish the job, and they will do exactly that. Seb gets a double kill down in the bottom lane. The first 2 kills of the match, they both go to this Darkseer. Incredible stuff from OG in the bottom lane.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I'm getting violent flashbacks from that game where we did indeed have Skidder dying twice in a row, then didn't have the TP, and then it was just lane over from that point. But hopefully V-Tune's going to keep his head nice and cool and not make any rash plays, just keep it together and farm. That's all you need to do. All you need to do is farm. Oh no, there it comes. Iceberg pops a level 6 Doom onto the Morphling, and Thompson wasn't ready for it. Big plays from Iceberg. I'm not sure if that was just like the moment he hit level 6, he just downright casted it, or what. But either way, that was very, very good.
Dire's middle
I think
tower
so.
is under attack.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Indeed, yeah. Another thing I've seen Dooms do. Oh, well, I was gonna say another thing I've seen Dooms do is cast Infernal Blade on a creep, and then pump fake it, and then doom them instead. That's a really interesting way you can get Doom off on someone without them being ready for it. Is if you pump fake the Infernal Blade, 'cause it's got a very similar animation to do. But he doesn't have a point in Infernal Blade, so it couldn't have been that. So basically, just keep ignoring me, guys. Is
What have we here?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's courier has been
yeah,
killed.
it's very rare you see like these mirror matchups kind of go the complete opposite way the second time around, but it does make sense as, you know, he knows what he did wrong. He has a chance to learn from it and then come back in game number 2 with a fresh idea on how to take it. Meanwhile, Navi fighting in the river here, trying to get on top of Seb. Seb does have vacuum to drag, always want to fly down from that cliff. Can they get him frozen solid? They can, but V-Tune's given up the chase. Just wants to get back to his lane and go and farm himself up.
That's good.
Normally.
Yeah, that bonus damage. Yeah.
Normally.
Yep. Yeah, just keep on trying to farm up as much as you can. Try and hit like a nice early timing on a couple of his items. And then start being a presence. Yeah, they've got it down to the Spectre, but guess what? No Tails here to try and heal him up. Is it going to be enough though? With General and Iceberg on top of him, the Surge comes in. Seb is there to save the day. And now they're looking for a bit of retribution. They get on top of the Mars. They silence him up. Saxa throwing the stone through as well. Seb getting on top of him. Pops down the wall. They've got these Iron Shells out. One and a second one coming on through. The vacuum will finish the job onto General. And they might even be looking for Iceberg as well here. I mean, these Iron Shells are just kind of slowly ticking him down. He hasn't got a Scorched Earth for another 10 seconds. The TP's coming over. The carry's coming over to this fight. The Horn gets popped. They will be able to drop Iceberg. And now V-Tune, he's not that healthy either. But OG, they don't have the resources to keep on going for this one. So they are going to back themselves away, especially with always want to fly TPing through. In fact, might be looking for a kill here, but Saxa gets the roll away. Roger didn't have the lift, and Saxa gets himself out on very low amount of HP, but all the same will survive. And they get nothing for this on the side of Navi. All these TPs up to the top lane, all these resources wasted, and they get nobody. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he thought he could get away with it. You know, it's early on in the game. He was like, ah, yeah, you know, they won't respond that heavily, but we can maybe bring him down in time. It wasn't the case. Heavenly Grace, Purification, these spells are too good. Well, it's good to see my boy Omni back in the popularity contest. See him doing some rounds.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Do agree. Mid one having troubles down in the bottom lanes. They pop the arena and down along with the cold feet. Uh-oh. Bit of a mistake from mid one. Meanwhile, as right up at top, V-Tune having similar issues. Okay, all right. If both carries die, then neither carry dies, right? Possibly.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Mine is truly
Twas not. Twas a trap. Well, now things going to be still looking quite Navi favored on that net worth chart, but of course when we look at Iceberg, he's playing Doom, he had a great time in lane, and he is carrying a lot of that bonus from his team. And once again, just phase, drums, BKB. It's what we're seeing from every Doom right now when they go mid.
Normally.
Bold prediction. Let's see if it comes true. Mid one just getting himself over to this trees. Has that dagger to get himself away. Oh, the spear from General though connects. And now he could be in some real trouble as he's going to get his truffle down in the bottom lane by the side of Navi. Mid one goes down. Sep though, he pops a wall. Looking for a return kill onto General. Might be able to make it happen as they go in with the vacuum and roll combination. And that's going to put an end to General. Icebar's now popped onto Saxon. They're trying to fight this one up, but the backside has come down. Icebar doesn't care though. He takes that Saxon down with a big fat crit. They will lose their Earth Spirit as well. OG, they try to respond, but it doesn't go well. They get the Mars, but they lose their Earth Spirit, and more importantly, their big Spectre taken down as well. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and once again, it seems like he's going for the exact same build. He's got that Dragon Lance on the way. He's got that Aghanims queued up. Wants to turn into that Earth Spirit and continue just being broken, basically. He wants to become that broken Earth Spirit again.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's structures are fortified.
You're right, but at the same time, I'm fairly sure Thompson just wants to turn into Earth Spirit again. I don't think there's much.
Under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh yeah.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Makes sense to me.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Yeah, and of course, Spectre is not going to have the same kind of game impact as a Suspended last game. You know, just a fundamentally different hero. It's going to be more about just keeping mid one alive as you go through these deep dives rather than making the quick kills happen, the bursting heroes down, the crazy high intensity gameplay we saw last game around. I guess that means Thompson. What's that? Yeah. No, Thompson's been having, even though he had a pretty rough lane, he's still been having a relatively okay game.
Is under attack.
It's actually mid one after those two deaths who's really been struggling now. Who are we expecting to make the next plays then?
Dire are scanning. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Okay, okay. Yeah. Oh dear, that was not the play. And now the response comes in. Mid one drops a horn to get into this engagement. I find Pop of the Beacon on the front lines though. He's too big and he's giving it to down Pasaxa. Meanwhile, Roger might get finished off as well. OG, they're going to make the trade. It looks like they might be losing no to life, but now TPing out in the last few seconds. This is BKB and no, it doesn't quite come through as they will be able to bring him down. Thompson stealing that Doom form, getting that Infernal Blade onto him at the very last second of his TP, and then they bring down the Doom. A big win for OG.
Didn't see that coming, did you?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Yep.
What a bounty!
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, AA.
Radiant's
Yeah,
middle tower.
he's having some troubles in the back line. Does drop that ulti just before he dies, and Vici might be able to take down the Earth Spirit here. Popping that rage to finish the job. Will get that kill. Move it across, maybe over towards Seb, but he's a little bit too quick with that surge. Gets himself away. Now it's going to put an end to this. So it's just the Earth Spirit dropping for a wall. No big deal.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah. Yeah. Can't remove the Heavenly Grace though, right?
My waters rise. Invisibility.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just kind of having a look through things. I don't think it can dispel Blade Mail. I'm fairly certain on that one. Can dispel Surge. Can dispel Hood, for what it's worth, when that turns into a pipe, obviously. That as well. Yeah, Glimmer Cape as well. Yeah. Yeah, that was fun. The old slip and slide, Dota. Long gone. Thank you, Nullifier. True enough. True enough. Yeah, price gone up, cooldown gone up. Yeah, poor item. But
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
no, General's really gone for this kind of budget build. You know, he is the weakest core, but that's because Roger's been taking a lot of the farm as well. He wants to try and get himself to that blink as quickly as possible. Yeah. Now, an interesting game as both teams seem to be thinking that, you know, that they can wait it out a little bit, find their next timings. Lifestealer wants his Nullifier. As you mentioned, the Morphling's just getting his Aghanims brought out to him now. Maybe that's when we see something from it. In fact, they're already in position to make something happen down at bottom.
Is under attack.
Wait and see if anyone comes to push out this lane and seeing if they can jump on them and get a free kill. The dream scenario here for OG, but so far, Navi, they've got other plans. They've got a lovely little dinner date with a big scaly dude named Roshan. Bachelor will be taken down, well, not that quickly actually, as it seems like they've changed their minds. Down in the bottom lane, the Morphling has actually been caught out by General here as he drops down that ultimate. The Ice Blast will just, it somehow didn't catch on Thompson there, so he's going to be absolutely fine and can just swim himself away. Interesting. Yeah. OG, they seem to have maybe sniffed out this Roche attempt here. They are smoking across with 3 of their heroes, but Roshan's going down very quickly. They need to get here now and do something about this now. Saxa maybe spotting it out here. He's got the roll available. They see the dagger. Now they roll in, jumping into this pit, immediately disrupted the top of Steel. Vichi's the one who picks up that Aegis, but Roshan goes to OG, and now they can turn around and look for this fight. No tail popping that ultimate, but still taking so much damage. The Nullifier going to take off that Guardian Angel and bring down the Omni Knight. Meanwhile, Thompson just laying into Roger here. Can he fit the job? But Darkseer inside the pit is also getting killed off. He's going to lose his life, as will lose Roger as well. And now the Life Stealer could be in some trouble. He's silenced up, but don't forget, he's got the Aegis, so he will be okay. Coming back to life for a second time around as General's here. Arena available at just 10 seconds, but they're going to be able to take down Iceberg on the sidelines, and now they need to leave. Vici needs to run. Meanwhile, Thompson gets on top of the Mars. Mars seems to just be kind of giving his life to try and get Lifesteal away from this one, but Thompson rolls himself forward, but with the Rage TP, Vici will live. A messy, scrappy fight from both teams here. They grab the Aegis on the side of Navi, but get it used in the same damn fight. So, I mean, I think this was an OG victory. Indeed.
My waters rise.
Yeah, no, he barely doing anything in these fights, and now he picks up the Radiance. It's going to be, his impact's going to triple pretty much in these engagements. So really scary situation now from Navi. This might be costing them a lot more than just a Roshan and Aegis. Dominator going to start tumbling against them. Meanwhile at mid, Saxa jumps in. Vici should be okay as the roll connects on Tim. Vacuum down onto the 2. They kind of want to fly here, but they keep blocking him out as Thompson just kicks him away. Get out of here, Agent Apparition. We want to try and kill off General, but the Infest's going to save him. Now he chops out the other side, trying to look onto Zed. They've got that Nullifier down. Aedlar's going to come through as well. They get him, and now they look onto the Spectre. The Spectre's just not that tanky. She's losing a life. She's gone. He evaporates, and now Saxa getting the roll across. Actually connects on that one. Does get himself away, but with the Darkseer and the Spectre down, they're going to be very happy with this one on the side of Navi, and now the Nullifier's going to connect onto Saxa, but he manages to dodge it out with the Glimmer Cape nicely.
Stone from sight.
And this was a new record on the Nullifier, by the way, as expected. In the mid-bottom lane, Aedlar's coming through onto the Morphling. He could be in some trouble. They have got that Doom available. Iceberg doesn't want to pop it down onto the Heavenly Grace target, so he's got to hold off for the time being. And now the Horn comes through. They killed off Voice, want to fly. Moving across, looking towards Roger as well. As the roll comes sliding on through. Doesn't connect onto anybody, but they're going to try and drop the Spectre. Doom comes down on Tim. Heavenly Grace is thrown down, but V-Tune and Iceberg just wailing away at the Beast. Can they bring him down? They need that Nullifier to break through the Guardian Angel, and they don't have it right now, so they've got to try and get themselves away. V-Tune gets the Infest off inside of Iceberg here. They're trying to run themselves down inside that Doom. Always want to fly. Has brought back into this one. Needs to be careful not to give his life away for a second time, as they do need that blast to try and make something happen. And Saxa sees the target. Jumping onto the side, but here comes the Arena. Going to try and bring down the Omni Knight. They will be able to do so. Step in trouble as well. They get the secondary kill. Meanwhile, Thompson just trying to get his right clicks off onto Iceberg. See if he can bring down the Doom. Might be able to do exactly that. They interrupt it up, but the Doom's going to turn around, get the Infernal Blade, but it doesn't matter. Thompson kills him, and now Thompson's in trouble. He pops. He's gone. And now Life Stealer, well, he's being torn apart by Midway and Saxa already. He's actually tearing through Saxa instead. The brawl continues as Saxa goes down. V-Tune just trying to bring down Always Want to Fly. Will be able to do that, but now the non-fires on top of him, trying to go for the TP out. V-Tune does not have the cancel for it, and just the 2 carries will be left alive in this crazy engagement. It is only the Lifestealer and the Spectre who survive. The Spectre TP's away, so I mean, I guess that's it. V-Tune's a champion. Well done, buddy.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
really did just kind of... It felt like a game of a fight of micro plays, you know, just the little tiny things which Navi were doing right to come out with, I mean, well, a draw. I guess they won technically, but it really, really was a very, very even engagement. It's kind of worrying though, because I feel like this OG draft is just going to get stronger and stronger as time goes on. Navi, I'm not so sure. Yep.
Dire are scanning.
Yeah, when you have a spell which kind of just gives you free money, you kind of expect that hero to be doing a little bit better than everyone else, but it's not the case this time around. That's bug. The Shivas will be pretty helpful though. Oh, top lane, Horn comes in. They're looking to try and find the plays here as Rogers might get run down. But Vichum, he's just getting the rate GP away and will be successful in doing that. Unfortunately, Roger might not be so lucky. Does have the surge. Is it going to be enough to get him away from this one? I don't think so. No-Tail finds him in the trees. The double rolling boulder comes across and they will descend upon Roger and take him down. Thompson gets the double kill.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's courier has been killed. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Yeah, I like that. I like that idea. They have all those ultimates available as well. Arena, Doom, Ice Blast, it's all there.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, just keep the fights going is what they want. Keep those cooldowns on Navi. Don't give them a chance to fight with their full 100% efficiency, but unfortunately he's unable to find anybody else. And now OG probably going to respect how strong Navi are. Uh-oh. Surely. Surely it can't be. I mean, you can almost see Navi being like, guys, there's no way this Spectre's is walking in, and there's two heroes behind him. Oh, Navi.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
They had the moon on a stick, but they just don't take it. Clearly feeling not, yeah. Buddy, okay, that's going to be a freebie in the middle lane. 45 seconds without that Ice Blast is going to feel pretty freeing for OG now. And they want to keep on going. Actually, they find the Doom. He's just hanging out here on the low ground. He's got the BKB, though. Should be all right. Mid one trying to take some taps on his shoulders, but he's just going to peace out. Get the BKB, get himself away. Rage also being popped from Vichum. OG, they are looking for more. They really want to fight without this Ice Blast. And this is the difference between the two teams, you know? The moment OG see something, they're just going for it. They are trying to take every little bit of advantage they can get. Navi, they're given something and they're like, well, you know, we want to kind of analyze the situation. Maybe this isn't best for us. They're just thinking a bit too much, Navi. I want to see them try and go and make these plays.
I almost feel bad.
Yep, and now we're back to our full 5 versus 5 strength. Yeah.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I'm just kind of surprised more than anything. I mean, they have the Shiva's finished up on the Doom as well. Horn comes out. Hello. What are they looking for here? Okay, maybe a general. Horn finally comes down onto Roger in the backlines. They might be able to bring down this Rubik as Saxa comes to join him in this engagement, but the Infest's going to save his life now. V-Tune turning it onto mid one here. He's got another fire out onto him as a split fight comes through the arena in the high ground, going to try to take down Seb. Meanwhile, mid one still alive. They actually disengage from each other as the Heavenly Graves come through. That might not save Seb here, as he is still being taken down by Iceberg. Iceberg should be able to bleed out the Darkseer, but maybe in the backlines they'll kill off always on the fly, and Roger's sports are gone, but V-Tunes will chew through Saxa as well. Thompson gets the kick back, wants to come over, try and finish off General. Oh, great spear, throwing Thompson back into the arms of V-Tune. He's got another fire onto him as well. Thompson's got to be careful, but steals that life stealer form, turning it around, popping the rage. V-Tune does the same, go over the TP away, doesn't want to fight this anymore. Unfortunately, Roger, he's brought back into this one, comes straight into the fight, and Saxa is on him again like a rat, gets onto the Roger, takes him down. 3 dead on the side of Navi as well to dive back on the Rubik. A very, very good fight from OG again, and now they can get into Roshan.
Earth's bounty.
Oh, God. Yeah. Hold on, it might not be over. They found Iceberg here. He doesn't have his BKB. Iceberg, no, he's just going to get finished off. V-Tune trying to make something of this by killing No Tail on the side, but realizing the jig's up. Now popping that rage to get himself away. Doesn't have a TP at the moment. OG, do they want to chase? No, they want to take down Roshan, the easier target and the more lucrative one.
Under attack.
Run, little courier.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Goodness gracious, Iceberg. I mean, I'm not sure what he was doing there, but that was a huge mistake from him. They could have maybe thought about threatening Roshan with him alive, but unfortunately not.
Bounty. What have we here?
Yep. Yeah. I think OG, I don't know if it's by design or
Radiant's
what's been happening in these fights, but every fight we've had is split into 2 mini fights. You know, there's been a kind of like a 3-on-2 and a 2-on-3 happening on separate occasions, and this helps out OG so much. I mean, they're the team rocking the Spectre, the Morphling, the Earth Spirit, the Morphling who is basically an Earth Spirit anyway. You know, they've more or less got 2 Earth Spirits on their team.
Radiant's
Such high mobility means that they can just kind of shift across resources to whatever fight they need to kind of amplify. It's really bad for Navi in these engagements.
Dire are scanning.
No sorceries avail. Very nice. Healing shock.
What about the Spectre? Can they bring the Spectre down? Is it Morph or Spectre or... Okay. Bring down the Morph first, then kill everyone else, and then maybe you can think about Spectre with cheese, because you don't want to be aiming at here.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, I can't imagine playing into this as any fun whatsoever for the sports. Oh gee, they're always so good at finding these little combos between 2 or 3 heroes, which just looks completely broken.
Dire's top tower.
And just casually, you know, 65% of Doom's health gone in an instant, forcing him to blink out.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Thank you, E-Blade. Very cool.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Look at tops. I mean, look at all these buffs. Look at all these buffs just being thrown onto the Morphling here, but they will get the nice little spear back, but he's got the waveform away before the Ice Blast connects. Now with no Ice Blast, they're just going to jump on top of wave apparition. He just gets taken down. They're just ignoring V-Tune and trying to go for the backline targets instead, but the buyback comes out from Whistle the fight. Thompson actually getting pretty low in the first place here, but he's going to roll himself away. See you later. He's out of the engagement. Meanwhile, mid-one, CB onto the front lines, using that Hawk. Rubik does steal the Heavenly Grace. That could be pretty useful here. They're throwing onto V-Tune. It's just tearing away the X-Spirit, but a great vacuum in from Seb. Where is the follow-up from the side of OG? I mean, they are here. They're slowly tickling them down as Thompson comes in from the side, trying to bring down the Doom. Not having enough damage, and now Thompson could be in some trouble. He's got that strength ball coming on through. Nullify comes down, but V-Tune's actually nullified himself. This could spell trouble for him. He has got a Heavenly Grace onto him from the Rubik, though, and this seems to be what they need to stand their ground in these fights. This Heavenly Grace Life Stealer is just doing too much work, and OG are forced to retreat. Yeah, it's huge. It's huge. And he's going to catch up with his team now as they're smoked up. There's a double damage. They'll grab that on V-Tune, I'm sure. And they are looking for a fight. 45 seconds without Saxa. A real opportunity here.
Radiant are scanning.
No, it's not, especially on a Spectre, you know, it's just such a tanky hero with so much HP that with all the healing de-amplification.
Normally.
Yeah, I mean, healing de-amp just sounds a bit of a anti-healing. Yeah, that's easier, that's simpler. We like simple. Anti-heals coming out from Navi. I like it. Well, OG back to full strength now. Their window of opportunity has been slammed shut. However, that said, the Aegis does now run out, so the opportunity for finding these kills on Thompson is a real big one. I mean, that fight as well, it's worth mentioning that Always Wanna Fly completely missed the Ice Blast onto the Morphling. He managed to get the waveform out, so if he can still land this Ice Blast, then the fights might look even better for Navi. Yeah, will it still affect him when he's in the air?
Dire's top tower is under attack.
The debuff. Yeah, that's what you need. Oh god. Wait. Oh, sorry, no, continue. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. So the point I was about to make is that they found a spell prism on the side of OG, and I was really expecting them to give that over to Thompson, but actually they're keeping it on the Spectre. They want daggers for days. That's what they want. Yeah. General jumping forward. They're trying to find themselves a target. They want to try and bring down Saxa here with the Infest Bomb, but unfortunately it doesn't quite go the way of planned. So Navi with the disengage, just poking and prodding, looking for an opportunity. Yeah, he's tanking some damage here. He's got a BKB, but mid-one's on top of him. He doesn't want to just pop his BKB like this. Would really like to be able to get back into his base, and that is going to happen.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Ooh. Yeah.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Yeah, so it's 6 seconds of burn duration. That is, I think 4 seconds or 6 seconds of break even. And then a cooldown of 3.5 seconds. So, I mean, yeah, you can easily chain this, obviously. You can keep him permanently broken. Oh, man. Yeah. Give me your grace. Bless me with your grace, sir. Big Daddy. Yeah. No tell as well. I noticed him building this last game as well, going for the Holy Locket. My guy just all about that healing life.
Perfect location.
Yeah.
Radiant's top tower is under
It's so
attack.
weird just watching him. It's so strange. Iceberg's just trying to find a creep wave. There's rocks coming in every direction. Like, they're throwing in the ethereal blades. Like, this is a nonsense barrage of rocks. General and V-Tune, they're under, well, they're in division actually. They know they're here somehow. V-Tune just raged TP away immediately. General might not be so lucky though. We've actually got the BKB TP out, so doesn't matter. They've got the damage tear through him regardless. They'll lose the Mars. No buyback either, and no BKB. That's a quickie. You tripping, Theban. Spectre Axe. Oh, sign me up. This is very cool. I think they will. See, it seems pretty good. Yeah. There we go. All right, time for some Shadow Step nonsense. And then we get the Shadow Step down to the bottom lane, getting on top of this Ancient Apparition, but the Infestor's going to keep him alive, but doesn't matter. The Ethereal Blade will still finish the job. Meanwhile, Saxa jumps into the back. Vici now on top of Saxa, but he's got the Aghanim's on himself to turn himself into stone. Good luck killing me now. Meanwhile, the rest of the team will just kind of gather around the tier 4. As Iceberg's also dropping low from this. Just the illusions chopping down. Meanwhile, Skewer back onto Saxa, pin him to the barracks, but it's generally taking so much damage. Pops the BKB, barely survives as Vici jumps onto Saxa. Poorly they can find this kill onto the Earth Spirit. They need a little bit more and they will find the kill. Thompson, meanwhile, on the side. This guy has the Aegis, so he's not really too scared about taking any damage here, but they've used the Doom onto the Spectre, and Saxa does have buyback. They may just want to buy back on this Earth Spirit and keep on going, but OG don't really want to throw away any resources unnecessarily. They're just going to keep the pressure up onto Navi for the time being. Never mind, there they go. They see a chance to end the game.
My thanks will come later, when you least expect it.
That's fair enough. Yeah, finding a vision. This life steal is getting real low here. Vici needs to get himself away. Does do so on a slither of HP. Survives sitting inside his fountain, waiting for that regen. They've got their AA back in 7 seconds. Vici just has to cower. That is mad. 2 heroes, global teleportation onto your face. They could have done this all game as well, and they go into General. General looking for the backlands here as once again we have that Shadow Step forward from the side of mid one, and then they go with the arena onto the backlands. Want to try and take down Seb. Can they bring down the Dark Seer? It's a question. A-Blast's gonna come through, but will not land, but it's not needed anyway. They get the kill, and now they look for the Omni Knight. The strike team of the backlands from Navi is effective, and they will take down another, but now Viji's in trouble. He gets taken down, too much damage, doesn't have buyback on the Lifestealer. Uh-oh, that's a problem. Saxa getting sat on by Iceberg, but Iceberg actually needs to go here as mid one's on top, gets a blink away, going for the TP out, shouldn't take too much damage. He gets his way back into the fountain, but where is the buyback on the Lifestealer? Looks like he bought out for maybe a Basher? I'm not sure, but he bought out, so he's in some real trouble. I mean, his whole team's in some real trouble. Iceberg continuing trying to harass the Spectre as he blinks forward, but backs himself away just as quickly. Navi playing very, very on the edge.
Under attack.
I mean, if OG knew this buyback wasn't here, I imagine they would be going for the win right now, but they are playing it cautiously, continuing to poke, definitely not leaving, but definitely not wanting to overcommit to anything and risk this buyback. As they're going with the Doom onto the Spectre. Iceberg trying to make the plays here, but he might have just bitten off more than he could chew as he just limps in towards mid one. It's not going to happen though. Saxa will kill him off with the little hammer, the Havoc hammer. A buyback is available from Iceberg, but they are delaying. I mean, they're not doing a half bad job about delaying this one, as Iceberg just continues to shove his head into this team. Of course, the Age is still available on Morphling. He's okay. Navi, they have somehow defended from this one. I mean, how did they not get the win there, Thebes?
Regeneration.
Okay.
The armor of omniscience.
Yep.
Radiant are scanning.
Yeah, press that refresh button because, to be fair, neither team really has buyback here, but General, he's actually one of the few who does. They'll take him down very, very quickly. General just feeling like such a squishy hero in this game as they turn the Lifestealer to stone. They're trying to catch him out here a little bit, but that's not going to happen. Wait, can Topson can turn heroes to stone? Okay, there's just too much going on with this Morphling this game. There are too many acronyms for me to really keep up about what exactly is happening and who's doing it to whom, but Topson knows. He is not stuttering. Level 25 Morphling. The Morphling god is just completely in control of what's going on. This one is they're taking the barracks. They need to do something about this. And Shadow step forward, and now the Horde coming down from mid one as well. Tries to jump on top of Roger, but Roger has himself back. Glimmer Gate to keep himself alive. Always want to fly. Won't be so lucky as the Ice Blast cuts through. Does just about catch onto a few heroes there, but isn't going to do enough work as Doom is in some trouble. They're surrounding the Doom. They'll bring him down. Down goes Iceberg without buyback. V-Tune though, trying to get up on Topson. Topson stealing Doom for use the Infernal Blade. Is it going to be enough though? I don't think so. V-Tune now looking for a new target. Trying to bring down Saxon. Saxon getting pretty low right outside the base here, but the rest of Navi, they are whittling down. They only have 3 heroes left alive. Can they really fight into the full 5-man force of OG? I just do not think so. They've bled out too much at this point, and then they go on to the Rubik. Rubik is going to lose his life down. He goes. No buyback on him. 2 left for the side of Navi. They're trying to hold, but there's just nothing they can do. And there it comes. The GGs are popped. OG will hammer home the victory, making this series a 2-0 victory over the side of Navi. Thus ends their streak in this tournament, I believe.